Right guys, in today's video we're going to finish up on the Zafira and get it all put back together. And basically, don't mind the cat, sorry. Basically what we're going to do today is we're going to just finish getting it put back together and get it off the drive today, because this video will be the last video for a while on the Zafira. When the owner does have a bit more cash flow and we're able to actually get the gearbox and engine split, because you'll notice in Wednesday's video that you may or may not have seen, but if you see that, you'll see that the oil leak is actually coming from the oil seal between the engine and gearbox. I've got cats galore. But anyway, let's get started on this video and start putting it back together, and I'll get the cats out of this car so I don't end up trapping them in, because it's pretty hot in here. So we'll get started on this video now. Sorry if you don't like cats, guys, but this little bugger here was absolutely stubborn. She wouldn't come out whatsoever. But anyway, they're never too far away from me. They like interrupting what I'm doing all the time. But what are we up to? We have got the wipers off, because I was going to take all this plastic off, but it turns out these plastic nuts, and they're probably going to end up breaking, and I haven't got replacements, so we decided to leave that on. But we've taken all this lower section off just to get better access into here. And as you can see, we've still got the inlet manifold off, we've still got the pipe work off and stuff. I've got to finish cleaning this side of the block. See if I can get you in there a bit closer. Where is it? So as you can see, there's still a bit of gasket material on there that needs to be cleaned off. So I will do that, and then before I get started, obviously. So guys, I've decided to do this video as a bit of a cut in, cut out, and the reason for that is unfortunate circumstances have happened, which means I need to get this cracked through and done as quick as possible. So obviously setting the camera up and showing you guys, unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do that because I haven't really got the time. I just need to get it put back together so the owner can actually use it again. Like I say, due to unforeseen circumstances, he needs the vehicle quicker than as quick as possible back. But as you can see, we've got the lower inlet manifold back in, we've got the alternator all bolted tight, so there's now ready to have the upper inlet manifold back. All the pipes around the back are all done up. We've got all this done up as well. The EGR valve is now in as well, and we're pretty much going to get that all finished up and do a bit more, and then I'll bring you back and show you some more, because we've... So like I said guys, as promised, brought you back in again. We've still got the alternator belt to do. The alternator bracket is all done. All the wires up here are done. We've got the throttle body still to put on with the plug for that. But all this wiring's in. We've still got that area to put back because we took that off to get better access down there for cleaning. This is all in. We've still got the ECU to put back in. And we've got this lambda sensor to plug in as well. But we have done the lower lambda sensor and the bolt that goes up through the bottom of the manifold as well. So right, I'm going to carry on a bit more. We're going to get this ECU in, and we're going to get the throttle body in and the alternator belt in. So guys, we're getting there. We've got all the throttle body on, the wipers are now on, and we've got all the ECU on, and I've done the alternator belt as well. So we've got that little air pressure sensor as well. So what have we still got to do? Well, we've still got to get the battery on. We've still got to get all this system filled up with coolant and bled through. And we've still got to put the air filter box on and the air filter, and this final under tray bit here. So the under tray bit is just literally 410 mils, and it's a 10 mil bolt and a 10 mil nut, 10 mil bolt and a 10 mil nut, and then the other tray bit then clips over the top of that like so. The air box literally just goes into a little cup down the bottom there and into this, and goes onto this T30 Torx there. That then clips onto the top part of the airbox, and it pretty much bolts on with a Jubilee clamp onto there. well, as we say, guys, we've got the cover which has these two Torx bolts that go in there, but they're actually Allen key bolts. The airbox also has a pipe that goes onto here as well, so I haven't got anything missing, if you was wondering. That is on the airbox assembly, and so I'm going to do some more, and I'll bring you back again in a little while. So guys, as you can see, it's running lovely. I've got coolant in there, it seems to be holding it, but I'm going to let it run up to temperature and we'll take it for a drive and see what's going on with it, making sure everything's okay. Inside we have, like I said about the fuel light, but let's ignore that. It's idling lovely. We've got the heaters on to get all the coolant through the heater matrix and everything, so it is a hot day, but we're going to get the heaters going with to allow the coolant to run through the heater matrix core, and we're just going to literally sit and let it warm up and see how it goes. But there's a reason why I've done the cut in and cut out, and I'll explain that in a little while. But this particular Zafira is actually, I don't know if you can read that, I am a key worker transport, stay home, protect NHS, save lives. This is a key workers vehicle, which I'm doing. It's also got one of my stickers on there because they support the channel, but yeah, so basically it's a key workers vehicle, and I did originally loan them a vehicle, but unforeseen circumstances, and I'll explain more in a little while on that one, means they need the car back quicker than it was going to originally take through the process of staying on record and showing you guys exactly what I've done. But as you can see, it's running lovely, and I'm just letting it run up to temperature, and I'll take it around the block and make sure everything's all good. So guys, I've taken it for a very short drive, and the engine is now off because, as you can see from the temperature gauge, it would normally sit around about 80, somewhere between cold and 80, but for some reason it's so I'm not too entirely sure as to what's going on at the moment. Let's have a look under the bonnet. Well, I suppose that's one good sign. At least the car itself knows it's hot and it's trying to cool itself down because the fans are running. Let's have a look. Let's release this slowly. Whoa. Yeah. I know it's a pressurized system, but wow. Jesus, that's hot. Oh my God. My camera's just steamed up. Yeah, and guys, I know it should be a pressurized system, and it's obviously going to get hot, but yeah, I think that's a bit too pressurized in my liking. So basically that's clearly, I'm going to leave that loose while it cools down, leave it overnight to cool down, and we'll go hunting for the problem with this tomorrow, I think. So yeah, so much for trying to get it sorted, but thanks Vauxhall, you work wonders for me. So guys, this is a bit of a twist, and we're back with a Polo, temporarily built, appearing back on this channel, and I know it's going to be on a Zafira repair video, but like I said all the way through this video, there is a reason why I was trying to rush through and do cut in and cut out, and the person who owns the Zafira is a key worker, and they've needed a vehicle to get around for the time while I've been working on their car. So this Polo has been their, like, sort of blessing in disguise to be able to borrow it. Unfortunate circumstances have happened though, and as much as it looks quite good and it still drives lovely, if I take you for a little bit of a walk round, it don't look quite so good on this side. It's got a bust indicator, a bust wing, and a completely bust up door as well, and the windscreen's also damaged. So they was borrowing this car. I know exactly what happened, and before anyone gives any negative comments or anything, I can assure you that it was not their fault. I'm not going to go into disclose what actually happened, where it was, or anything like that. I just thought I'd cut this in as the reason as to why I was trying to get their car sorted quickly for them. But unfortunately there is more tests being done on the Zafira, and it turns out that it's more problems than we're able to fix right now. So unfortunately they don't have a car, and I don't actually have anything else I can lend them. So guys, like I say, apologies for doing like a quick cut in, cut out. Turns out their car has actually got a head gasket issue, because I've done a sniff test on it with the washer bottle, and found exhaust gases in the coolant, which is why it's pressurizing so dramatically, which would also explain why there was a hole in the inlet manifold, because obviously there was quite a considerable bit of pressure behind there, and that's obviously why it's blown a hole in the inlet manifold. But unfortunately it can be repaired. We're just not sure yet as to whether or not we are repairing it or not. So if we do decide to repair it, the Zafira will be back on the channel for a bit more content, and I will go into a bit more depth with taking it apart and putting it back together. We'll go through head gasket, but we can't promise anything on that because we don't know what's actually happening. For now guys, if you would like to see what I'm getting up to on the daily sneak peeks, and if you are on my Instagram, you'd have already seen this car and pictures of what's happened and stuff, so you'd already know what's going on before this video even hits live. So you can head over to the Instagram page. That's the ZX Guy, same as YouTube. But I will say bid you farewell, and if you would like to watch another one of my amazing videos, you can do that just here. If you would like to subscribe, please consider subscribing. You can do that just here. Take care guys, bye for now.